Good evening, everyone. I am sorry this is a little late. I have literally just gotten off work. I've not even eaten. The reason it's a little bit late is I had to call my dear mother. But yeah, here we are. As you can see, it is going on. WordSource has just put up the fastest lap. I am going to get the link into Discord. Here we go. I just read in the chat. I was hoping that Luca was going to join me, but you're stuck with me today again, Jesper. Give me 1 second here. Everyone. Link. We are live. Boom. There we are. Yeah, Joe has improved by half a second on Gorzo's time. Yeah, we're here, Hungary. A very tricky track. Unfortunately, not a lot of drivers. We are only 13 today. I am actually not sure why. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place. As I said, just gotten off work. Literally, as Ramsey puts up the fastest lap of the session so far, I literally ended work 14 minutes ago. The lobby was up 14 minutes ago, and they literally jumped into it as soon as I joined. I've not even I've not even eaten. I've not done nothing. Literally straight off work, put the TV on, put the PlayStation on, and here we are. So that's why I'm a little bit distracted today. And also that's why I didn't talk too much last time out. So if you were wondering why I wasn't mainly quiet, that's why. I'm trying to get... There we are. The standings for... it's... Oh, alright. No, there we go. The standings for Tier 1 is Mr. Bean, scoring almost as many points as you can get. He has 77 points in first place. And Joe Biden is P2, 17 points behind on 60 points. There was something else I was gonna... anyways, Norwegian in third with Bass, P4 and P5 in the two races. Brazil-Monaco is on 46 points, so 31 behind Mr. Bean. Ramsey is P4. Morris P5, both on 44 points, but Ramsey has P2 in Brazil. Of course, a very good performance from the German-Canadian. In Brazil. Monaco, a good recovery drive from him. Obviously was involved in lap 1 shenanigans, which is, not something we like to see, but unfortunately it's Monaco. But yeah, we moved. Did we actually... Did we actually get the student report? We did actually get the student reports. Because I am going to do the comms most weeks, if not all, unless I'm not home. But yeah, Lord, I did get a 5-second time penalty for the lap 1 incident in Monaco. Oh, there we go. So Lord, yeah, got that 5-second time penalty. Nico John got 10 seconds for blocking Ramsey in qualifying. And also Joe got 2 championship points for no track limits. Did that actually change any results? Let's see here. Monaco. Just... I think Nico dropped 1 spot. And Lord didn't finish. Yeah, Lord didn't finish, so it doesn't really matter. Moving on to this race, finally, after getting all of the last week shenanigans. I think... Okay, good, they're on their way back. This week, yeah, Hungary, a very tricky track to overtake on. So qualifying is very, very important, and the start is going to be very important as well. Joe has a purple sector 2 at least. Sorry, I didn't really see sector 1. It comes out the final corner and will put up a 15.7. So 1/10 ahead of Ramsey. Mr. Bean, so far, a bit off the pace compared to the other guys at the front there. But cements himself in P1. Hopefully that cement will dry up for them. 6 minutes to go in the session, and the top 3 covered by 2 temps, and then you have a second, or 9 temps, sorry, from Ramsey to Lord. So there is a little bit of a gap between the front 3 and the rest. We now see Lord through the final corner. Improves by nearly half a second. It's 6 tenths behind. So, yeah, that's a very good lap. We are going to go on board with Gord for a lap, and I'll talk you guys through it. But I will give my voice a little bit of a rest through Sector 3 for him. So here we go then, Gordsos has to set up the lap through this final corner because it's such a long straight, and we're gonna see a lot of moves on this straight, hopefully. This is the only real straight you can put down into second gear for turn 1, and turn 2 as it gets a little bit on the curve there as a little bit of tank slapper. Through turn 3, a very long corner. Through turn 4, quick right-hander. You can go side by side there. Through the left kink here, which has been deadly before, but not as much. This long right-hander, you do not touch that inside curve. It's been a death sentence since 2020 at least. Through the chicane. And now through the left and then right. Gets a decent exit. Has some yellow flags here. Has to gear down a little bit there to get the turn in. Don't remember if Gord... I think Gord uses automatic. So it would have been done by the game, probably. Through the final corner again. Does well. A very solid lap. 4/10 improvement. Just behind their teammate. Yeah, very solid lap. And the Canadian German goes provisional pole 15-3. I wonder if we are gonna see sometimes under 15s by the front three. Teammate Noob, I think just set the time, yeah. No ERS on that. Gord, of course, just did. Rusty is pushing. Oh, don't get in his way. I hope he didn't have to get out of power there. Locks a tire up a little bit there. You could just hear the scream. Luckily in this game, your tires doesn't become square, like in real life. I haven't even looked at the weather, by the way. Our announcement is going to be overcast, but it is going to be dry. As we have allegedly purple Sector 2 from Rusty. I'm saying allegedly because, well, the other guys are very quick. But Rusty crossed the line. Does improve. P7. Finds 2.5 tenths. English is not my first language, as it looks like Noob is going to be pushing for another lap. I don't know if they've been into the pits. Well, give Rossi some screen time. He's improving by 4 tenths. Rossi crossed the line, goes up to P6. Still 1.2 seconds behind Ramsey, but still a very solid improvement. Now, Ramsey is in the pits. He will not have the time to get around the track. So Ramsey is done. 1:15.3. Mr. Bean aborts through the chicane. Actually, has probably aborted a lot sooner. We'll go on board with Joe because we are coming to the clutch end of the race. Or the qualifying, sorry. Rusty is retired because, well, he's done. Doesn't have enough time to get back into the pits and out, so retired in the pits. Just a few more seconds until checkered flag falls. And Mr. Bean has not crossed the line in time. Mr. Bean is done. Will start at best P2, but I do think Mr. Joe Biden is going to have something to say about that. It's actually a little bit behind, a little bit up, a little bit down, whatever you want to say. He's not ahead of his time. To me, that's up. To some people, that's down. Here we go. Joe Biden. Exit. Out of the final corner. Does find some time, but goes to P3 anyways. And that is actually your grid. Because everyone else has crossed the line. So yeah, Ramsey actually does get pole ahead of Mr. Bean. Joe Biden is a P3, and then we have a lot of North Americans in Lord in fourth, Gordsås in fifth. Then we have a Norwegian, Justin, who is originally from the Netherlands, in P6. And then we have the American Fest in P7 through P10 with Rossi, Noob, Rusty, and Koruma. Then we have Ghost in 11th, Story, and Villeneuve rounding off the 13-man strong grid. I actually I don't think anyone of them are. Well, the 13, I refer to man as, you know, um, person. Um, so, yeah. Um, I'm sorry if anyone is offended, but yeah. Oh, whilst we're waiting for the formation lap, I'm gonna go ahead and do a cheeky plug. I will be streaming Football Manager later tonight for a little bit. Um, no, actually, not tonight. Tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Um, I will be doing a Manchester save, a Manchester United save. But and I know some people might have seen my channel, and I have an episode one there. But this is going to be a new episode one because I realized there are a few bugs with the database I was using. Um, So I've downloaded a bunch of other mods that I know work, and it has some fun things like increased difficulty and some new Wonder Kids. I do not know what difficulty means, but I guess I'll find out. So if you have time over tomorrow, yeah, tune into my channel. It's just my name, Jesper Rosenberg, and yeah, you can follow along or watch it back, whatever fancies your boat. Still just waiting for that timer to start ticking. Um, Speaking of Hungary, 35 laps, a very tight track, um, dirty air, obviously, as we've spoken about in the last two races. It's going to make it tricky. I did a few five lappers, and when you're in front, um, you can actually run none through basically the whole uh, after the like left kink. If you if you run none, you can regain enough battery and just continue rinsing it down the straight, and it's very hard to overtake. Um, so it will be interesting to see if Ramsey or Mr. Bean will employ such tactics. But here we go. The formation lap is on. I need to put on this one because that one, for some reason, disappears. I also need to do this. Actually, quick little. All right, strategy-wise, everyone is boring. No, they're not boring. They're clever. It's the safe bet. Question is, who will get the better starts? Ramsey and Mr. Bean? Should someone like Joe or Lord sneak up with a good start? Of course, they will have to line themselves up, so you could gain a couple of centimeters, up to a meter. So, yeah, it will be very interesting to see. Quickly sign out, if anyone is watching live right now, don't spoil the British Grand Prix. I am literally watching that after this race whilst eating. So that's also why I'm not streaming tonight. I'm watching the F1. And then I need sleep for work. Now, I'm not... I am not an F1 expert, but I do think what Ramsey did is illegal in a lot of ways. But here we go. We have the red lights coming on any second. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 lights are on. It is lights out, and away we go. And it is a good start from Ramsey. It's a horrendous start from Mr. Bean. Joe Biden up side by side. Mr. Bean on the inside. Can squeeze Joe a little bit and keep the position. But Ramsey, what a start. Meanwhile, Noob up 4 places. A legendary start for the Noob player. He's up to P4, getting very close to Joe and the others. Game thinks either a 1 or 2 stop, medium hards or medium hards. Will be very interesting to see if anyone can challenge them. Rossi also makes it up a couple of places. Lord losing 2, so Gord actually jumping his teammate, but of course lost the place to Noob. Justin and Rossi also both losing a couple of spots. Quaruma, Viper, J-Story and Villeneuve all holding on. And now the chess games begin. Rusty defending hard from Rossi, but Rossi makes it round the outside. And you could just see the flash from Rusty, meaning he turns off his ERS to not run into the back of Rossi games. I will say there will be stuff missed. That's the difficult part of doing it yourself. I'm trying my best. If you're watching this and you're not in PRL, you guys should absolutely enjoy to not only fill out this grid, but maybe join myself or or take on the role as a commentator, because it's always very appreciated by the guys in the Discord. I don't know if that is a compliment to you or a dig at me. As Ethan says, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know if that's meant to be... that's... Well, I guess it's just our. I guess it's just our accents. That's the word I was looking for. Because I don't think we sound the same. Old bastards. We're definitely not old. I mean, I am almost pushing 30 at this point, but I swear Bass is not old. Here we go. Mr. Bean is... Coop pointing out apparently all of us Europeans sound the same. That is actually quite funny. I at first thought it was a Nordic thing, but I guess not. I guess it's a European thing then. As we see Ramsey actually running a bit wide, as Mr. Bean has taken the lead. You are very lucky. I am on. I'm not on my own channel today. See, is there anything Spanish and Swedish the same? Yes, we see. That's the one. Waruma getting close to Rusty. Can they get a move? I think Rusty has had a bad exit. Waruma is gonna be up into P9. Rusty, of course, without DRS for the second straight as well. Waruma stays P9. Yeah, it's a me, Jesper, from Italy. I have no idea. Joe getting very close into the chicane, but you just can't really do anything. You really have to have some overspeed, and then the guy ahead just can't do anything. And yeah, Bass, the Haas are doing very well. Ramsey, P2, new P4 currently. That's something like 40, 50 points for the team. So it's a very, very good haul for Haas right now. We have a yellow flag somewhere. So Haas gets very close to Miss Bean, but not close enough. It's gonna stay behind. Will they get a move in the second straight? No, not really. They lag behind, and they then turn off their ERS and slot in behind. There's a lot going on because there is a Lord in. I think he's been in the wall. He's missing an end plate. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try Scottish. But yeah, Lord has spun, and that has caused a lot of moves to happen, but mainly Lord is in P11 right now, 3 seconds behind, 3 seconds ahead of Villeneuve as well. I wonder if they have also had a little bit of a moment somewhere. Justin as well. I guess I now realize what you meant with my man. Have they fit? Yeah, they have. Justin doing a Ferrari strategy. I wonder if they had a moment, or yeah, I really wonder what happened there. I guess hopefully we could get some information from him in the Discord before I end the stream. Pizza de pasta. Meanwhile, P4, Gord, a very silent George Russell type race. European sound the same, I'm just saying. Oh lord, are we still on this? Italian Justin. Noob is has actually lost in place to Gord. I wanna know why you aren't racing, Bass. I mean, you can definitely take your rig with you to Portugal. I am just saying. The front three still in a train. Ramsey dropping back a little bit from Mr. Bean, but still within that DRS gap. Bass, I think that's poor quality. I think that's a point deduction coming your way. I just heard from the gold name himself, Cher. Yeah, that's gonna be a point deduction. That's exactly why you travel. You just eat better food. That's the only thing you do. Ramsey. Again, getting to those 2 tenths, but not quite getting up there to really challenge Mr. Bean. On a serious note, I do hope you enjoy Portugal, as we have a couple of stoppers. Ghost Viper has stopped for a set of hards. Justin has overtaken Lord. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're back. And we do have Joe very close to Ramsey, who is struggling to stay with Mr. B now. Mr. Bean really pushing. I wonder. Ramsey dives into the pits already. I do think that's a 2-stop then. If he's in the box already. With chasing that slipstream. I have nothing to say. Nothing to say. So Ramsey gets out in a lovely gap. A little bit behind Jay Story in the McLaren. But a few seconds ahead of Villeneuve. A few being 6 in this case. So P9 currently for Ramsey. Ramsey on the hard tires. Mr. Bean. Wonder if they come in this lap, cover him off, or if they are gonna stay out and try the 1-stop. Oh, I'm not saying anything, Aiden. I am not losing my comms privileges. It's Mr. Bean stays out. And Joe stays out as well. But I wonder if we're gonna have two different strategies then. Gord and Noob into the box as well at the same time. Quaruma very close to Rossi. Also chasing that DRS. That's could be seen as two defensive moves on the straight. Just saying, but Quaruma up into a P3 on track. They are 11 seconds behind Joe and Mr. Bean. But, you know, we move. Quaruma up to P3, overtaking Rossi Games. And Joe has been dropped by Mr. Bean. 2 seconds is the gap. Sliding around from Mr. Bean. Wonder if again we have overheating issues. I've not been able to confirm if there has been any overheating issues in previous races. Here we go, Mr. Bean into the box. Joe stays out. Of course, with it only being 13 people, a lot less chance of a safety car. Smaller of a chance. Yeah. English. English is not my forte. Even though I do a lot of work in English. Ramsey does come out ahead of Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is not going to be challenged by Gord Sauce, luckily. But is a couple of seconds behind. Mr. Bean on the mediums again, so we'll have to box. Ramsey on the hards will finish on the mediums if they box again. Or if they decide to go long. It's going to be very exciting. As they now are catching up to Quaruma. We'll quickly jump onto J-Story though, until they reach the straight eights. Because I do think we could see something happen here. No, he backs off. I miss the days of rookies being electric days and just absolutely sending it everywhere. And I'm pretty sure my good friend Gorsos would agree, eh? Of course, electric days, as we see Quaruma getting passed by Ramsey. Electric days being involved in a fair few incidents in their rookie season. A very quick driver, no doubt, but yeah, just not the racing standards that we want to see in PRL. And of course, one of the incidents being so we're now going to see J-Story up to P9. Mr. Bean has also gotten past Quaruma. We are still side by side here. I don't even remember your debut season, to be honest, because you were in a different tier to me, and at that point I wasn't even thinking about racing in Premier. But yeah, Electric Days, as I was saying, of course, with Gord Sauce in the final race of the season, a race where they ended up losing the constructors by 3 points. So that's why I'm teasing him a little bit. It's Mr. Bean with the DRS, sends it down the inside. Is Ramsey gonna go for the switchback? I think he is trying, but can't quite get the exit. And Mr. Bean back up to P2, which will turn into P1 once Joe boxes Joe's staying out for a long time. Wonder if they are in the window for a one-stop now. We have more battling between these two. Rossi, we're actually gonna go on board with. Oh no! There's a little bit of contact between Rossi and Jay Story. We could see perfectly from Rossi's POV. Rossi picking up the a few seconds of penalties there. 3, to be exact. This track is a little bit easier on the track limits than, for example, Monaco. There are a couple of turns, especially that fast left-hander, where you can go a little bit wide, but most of the time it's just faster to be inside the track. So, yeah, it's a little bit easier that way. Well, my debut season was technically the one in 2020 on F1 2020, the final season there, and that was pure chaos. But I only did 2 races, so if you want to go like debut full season, yeah, it was a decent season. Picked up a race win in China, so can't complain. Was definitely a lot. Sort of great and the shits. Well, I mean, that's. Baggins in chat calling out or acting Hoop for being the one who thanked Ramsey for the comms. That's we were on about every European sounding the same, so that's why you got a little bit called out. As we now have Joe in the pits for the set of hards. He was being caught by Mr. Bean very quick. Thank you very much. I try my best. What is the gap to leader for Joe? It's 19 seconds. Interesting, because of course Mr. Bean definitely has to box again. Medium for him. Ramsey could run to the end. Jasper. Yeah, that happens a lot. A lot of my American friends, when they speak to me, say Jasper, because, well, Jasper isn't that common. So, at this point, I don't even care that much. Are there any battles? Not really. It was autocorrect. Even the American autocorrect and just says no. I don't exist. Ooh, Gorsos makes a little mistake. Of course, this whole section is dependent on that. So, let's see if Noob can capitalize. Or struggling with that. J Story has left. Hopefully they can get in. They are on PlayStation, so I could do it. But I'll let them see if they can sort that out. Ramsey now. Closer to Mr. Bean. than they have been for a few laps. But they decide to sit back. At this point, to be fair, it could be good for Ramsey to just sit back, relax, and let Mr. Bean drag Ramsey along. Because, of course, Ramsey technically doesn't have to box. I don't know how the tire wear is going to be. Haven't actually driven this track. But the hards are always a very durable tire, very decent tire. Hey, I am clean when it comes to racing. Joe Biden really on the back of Ghost Wiper, but it's just a little bit too tight to make anything happen. You can see Joe just saving ERS and still on the back of Ghost Wiper. And he will go for it into the right-hander with some understeer. I mean, that's not my fault. There we go, Joe Biden, of course, up to P5 now. It's gonna be put under some pressure here from Ghost Viper, but they back out and Joe will stay ahead. And this straight is a little bit too short to really do anything, unfortunately. And I do think Ghost will see Joe just drive into the distance as Villeneuve is being lapped. That's the yellow flags. Say we're going slow to let them by. Ooh, a little bit of a late defensive maneuver there from Mr. Bean. A little bit cheeky, but leaving space. Ramsey right on the back. Goes up the inside. Goes very deep, both of them. Oh, a little bit of contact as well. And again. And Ramsey comes out ahead. Has gotten the gloves out. Back up to P1 now. And I wonder if Mr. Bean's tires are maybe falling off a little bit now. Don't remember exactly when they boxed. We can actually check that though. 8 laps ago. So the tires should still be decent, I think. Definitely not what they used to be. But yeah, I do think we're going to be on the crossover point between medium and hards at this point. Mr. Bean, of course, has to use either mediums or softs. Hards or softs. We'll most likely go for a set of hards in the next couple of laps here. But here we go. Mr. Bean back down the inside. Ramsey again with the switchback. This time does get a good exit. The tires are a lot more even now, as we can see. Round the outside. Was always going to lose out a little bit there. And has to drop back behind. See how close they can get here. Craig saying if Ramsey can get to the end, it's his race to lose. As long as there's no safety cars. I definitely agree. The hards are very durable. Even if they're not as good as the previous game. But yeah, Mr. Bean, of course, will have some traffic as well. Should come out behind Joe. So, yeah, it will be interesting. See what they do. Mr. Bean, though, stays out for another lap. Wonder if they're gonna go to the soft tires then. Which I think is a dumb idea. Ramsey doesn't quite get close enough this lap. As we can see. The attendance is proof midweek is better. Well, I don't see you in here, FBI agent. I think you should be here. Also, I would be doing a lot more comms for midweek if it wasn't for the fact it's at 2:30 a.m. Yeah, that's just something I can't really do, unfortunately. Caught up in the real life race. Alright, did that end late? Or did you just forget to do the attendance thing? There we go, Mr. Bean into the box. 12 laps to go. 13 laps to go. 23, 24, 25, plus 10. Yeah, 13. Here we go. And it is gonna be a set of hards for Mr. Bean. Now the question is, how far down does it come out? He's gonna come out ahead of Ghost. Or is he? Or is he? Or is he? Or is he? Oh, he comes across. I do think he was just enough ahead. Ghost Viper just behind, and Mr. B now P5. 8 seconds behind Joe. Still trying to catch Noob. Noob currently on the podium. Still stuck behind Gortos. It's been stuck for a lot of laps now. Wonder if they can do anything. That was a beautiful shot, by the way. And down at the ground. I do wish we could control the cameras a lot more than we can. I literally have 2 camera types, and that's it. Oh no, here we go. Ramsey in the pits and Gortzos in the pits. What tires do they go on? I'm guessing mediums then. They have to. No, Ramsey on another set of hards. Gortzos on a set of mediums. Wonder if Ramsey maybe had a little bit of heating issues then. If he decides to go on hards with 12 laps to go. Yeah, 12. See, I can count. That also means Ramsey lost 2 seconds on one more lap. And then has inherited Joe Biden P2. I do think Joe is done in the pits. 5 seconds to Mr. Bean. Still a second to Noob. It's within that 1 second now. Can they stay within that 1 second through this turn? They can. Noob also into the pits, which means Joe Biden inherits the lead with 11 laps to go. Mr. Bean up to P2. Ramsey up to P3. Noob on a set of mediums. Interesting. Does come out behind Ghost Viper. And Rossi and Gortos. Gortos up to P6. It's right on the back of Rossi Games. Can't really do anything this lap. Hopefully that doesn't cost him too much, because Noob is going to be right on his case. And Rossi actually gets out of the way. Gortos is going to be thanking him for that. Definitely not something they needed to do there. Although they do have a penalty as well. But still, it's very rare to see that kind of kindness. There we go in the foreground, we see a couple of people. There we go, Noob, on the inside. Does get ahead of Rossi Games very quickly. Gortos now on Ghost Viper's case. There we go, the Mercedes up to P4. Back up to P4, but 9 seconds behind the front. The front 3. Well, at least Ramsey. That's Lord. It's in the box as well. As Rossi Games, actually. About 2 seconds behind Ghost Viper. So has dropped some time to Gortos after boxing, or on his outlap, should say. And we now turn our heads to the front. That shot is beautiful. No, the F125 logo is always going to be there. That's. Anyways, as I was about to say, Mr. Bean is now almost within a second. No DRS this lap, and no DRS on the straight after turn 1 and 2. Or after turn 1 through turn 2. Because, of course, only one detection point on this whole track. But should be able to stay within 1 second. Now, how hard does Joe defend? That is going to be the question. You can see as well Ramsey in the background just trying to catch up. And there's just one TikTok sound going around in my head. It's the I got little legs. Let's see if I can find that. Seems to be very close to Joe, and I wonder if Joe is actually going to be able to do anything at all here. I got little legs. As Mr. Bean does get up into P1. Ramsey is catching. But is it gonna be enough? Joe Biden absolutely needs to stay within 1 second. Problem is, there's a lot of slow corners, a lot of traction zones, where his tires are just not gonna be all that. As Rossi Games actually picks up the fastest lap of the race. Joe has dropped out of 1 second. Not what they need. And Ramsey is smelling blood. Being inside 1 second now. And through this long sweeping left-hander. And through this long sweeping final corner to the right. He is absolutely catching. Now the question is, can he slingshot onto Mr. Bean? He needs to get this move completed very quickly if he wants any chance of getting that race win. It does look, but it doesn't go for it. I'm actually very surprised Joe Biden is able to defend that. We are going to go on to penalties in a couple of laps as well, so don't you guys worry. Don't you guys worry. Ramsey still on the back of Joe Biden. You can see the gap. It was about 1.3. It's now 2 seconds. And I think that is actually going to be the race for Ramsey. He's going to be able to get past here. He will need to make the move though. Oh, a little bit of contact maybe. Oh, there is some hard defending going on here from Joe Biden. Really wants this P2. But Ramsey is on the correct side this time. And Joe does have to back out. Ramsey is up to P2. And will set off trying to catch up to Mr. Bean. But it is 2 seconds to catch up. In the meantime, Justin down to P8. Goes to Viper on slightly fresher tires, up to P7, but has that time penalty, which we can actually get on. Actually has 2 times 3 seconds. It's currently on 6 seconds, so we'll actually drop behind Rossi Games as well. And might have to look out for Lord as well. Lord has not had the race they would have wanted, currently P10. Of course, did have a kiss with the wall, as Ramsey is absolutely pushing to catch Mr. Bean. 5 laps to go. Just 2 attempts to get into DRS. Less than 2 attempts now, and it's fluctuating around that 1.2 second gap. It's actually within 1 second now. Doesn't want to catch up too much, so it gets hit with dirty air through this section. But here we go. 2 laps is the tire difference. Ramsey has younger tires and is gonna get DRS. So we are gonna see basically a 4-lap battle here from lap 32 onwards. Who will win the Hungarian Grand Prix? We will find out in 4 laps time. As Rossi Games has had a spin. And the right-hander. Very easy to do through there, the tires. It's going to be very hot through there. The turn can throw the car off camber a little bit. I'll show you guys what I mean when we get there. You can see Ramsey is now actually starting to feel that dirty air. Getting within 7 tenths. Yeah, that was the corner there. Complete wrong way. So I'll go on board with Gordzos. That curb can be lethal. Here we go then, through the final turn. On to lap 33. Can Ramsey do anything? Gets close, but not all the way there. Has a little look down the inside, but decides better of it. Mr. Bean actually has a pretty bad turn. And Ramsey gets right on his back. Can't really do anything through that section of the track. And yeah, there you could see the dirty air affecting Ramsey as Ghost Viper gets up to P6 ahead of Quaruma. And it's actually a ding-dong battle. So I will just have a little look as Quaruma gets done by Ghost Viper. Ghost Viper up to P6. Noob still looking at the back of that Mercedes. Wonder if he's gonna wait. Here we go, the penultimate lap is about to start. Ramsey right on the back of Mr. Bean. Here we go. Will we see the move or will he wait? Decides to go to the outside. Mr. Bean defends. Mr. Bean with some solid defending. Holds on for now, but it is not done yet. It's trying to save as much ERS as possible. Will burn some here to not get overtaken into the left kink here. Both of them trying to save every bit of ERS. Because it's gonna be a burn fest down the straight. We go through the final sector for the penultimate time, going through the final turn for the penultimate time. Mr. Bean having a massive loss. And here we go then for the lead of the race. Onto the final lap we go. Ramsey again round the outside. This time decides to hold it around the outside. Gets a little bit pushed. Decides not to go for it. And in this battle here, I'll turn this on so you can see Gordzos manages to defend P4. Ramsey now has to make a move somewhere where you usually don't see a move around Hungary. Noob picks up 3 seconds. That's not gonna affect too much. What it does affect is that he can't make the move for Gord. Well, he can make the move, but he will lose the place, initially at least. But here we go then, through the penultimate turn, and now through the final turn. Will we see Mr. Ramsey get a move on Mr. Bean? We don't. Mr. Bean holds on and wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Joe Biden, a respectable third place. Wasn't quite on par with the others. Gordzos holds on for P4. Noob with the penalty. Ends up P5. Ghost Viper is gonna come along in P6. But is gonna lose spots to Justin and Quaruma. Unless anything happens there. So Ghost Viper crosses the line in P6, but Justin hops up to P6 and Quaruma does hop up to P7. Rusty Oil Can will come across the line in P9. And Lord is going to come across the line in P10. Rossi Games crosses line P11 but will be P12. J-Story taking that P11 and Villeneuve rounding off the grid. Everyone finished today that started P13. So some solid points for everyone. But your winner today, Mr. Bean. Race winner, yeah, fastest lap actually goes to Rossi Games. Very interesting. Quaruma getting driver of the day, with Villeneuve getting the most overtakes done. And the cleanest driver goes to Joe Biden. Um, Driver of the day, I would go ahead and give to Mr. B. Very solid drive. Ramsey is also a shout, but yeah, just lost that one place and just couldn't get there. Mr. Bean put up some solid defending. Just in case it is needed, I am gonna go through all the incidents. But yes, that has been the Hungarian Grand Prix. Uh, yeah, next week, or sorry, first of all, midweek. Uh, Midweek is going to race. Uh, I don't see the calendar anywhere. There we go, season calendar. Midweek is going to Silverstone in reverse. So the first time PRL is running one of the reverse tracks. Hopefully, that's a good race. I think that's the worst of the three. No, actually, it could be the second one. It's the middle one. I think Austria is the best one to do. So hopefully we can see that. But yeah, midweek in Silverstone. So it might not be streamed, unfortunately, because it's not at a time where the usual commentators can do. But the first two races have been, so we can have a little bit of hope. Next week, on Sunday, we are going to Japan. So another track where it's very difficult to pass. But I hope you guys join us then. And of course, as I said before, have a pop over to my channel as well. I'm gonna do some um, Football Manager tomorrow. So just have a pop over. Anyways, if you don't, I don't. That's on you. But I hope you have a great evening, day, whatever it is. Anyways, I hope you guys take care, and I will probably see you guys next week as well. Until then, enjoy yourselves, and I will try and find the end broadcast button. There we go. Have a great rest of the days, and see ya.